Hi team, I hope you're all well. It is Monday and we're going to start a new weekly vlog. It's Monday the 17th and it's currently 2:10 in the afternoon. I was wrapping up my 24-hour timer challenge for literature readathon, which ended up taking me a week rather than 2 days that it should have done. I'm out of breath because I've got a cold and I've just been downstairs to get some mail. So I thought we could start this vlog off by opening up this mail. I've got a parcel from Fairloot and then I've got a parcel from a publisher. So we might as well open this up. This week is going to be a busy one. Kind of busy, yeah. I am home today and tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm doing a separate video. I'm doing an Instagram controls my day video, so you won't see me tomorrow. But unless I have an update for you on the book that I'm currently reading, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But I'm doing an Instagram controls my day tomorrow. Then I'm at work on Wednesday. Then I am working for my dad, but from home on Thursday. So I will be able to get a little bit of reading done then as well. Multitasking, you know. Friday I'm off to go and see my nana. But hopefully in the morning, so that we've still got the rest of the day to do some stuff. Saturday, I have my first book event of the year. I am going to the Happily Ever After romance event in Liverpool, so I'll bring you along for that. And then Sunday, I think my brother and sister-in-law are coming for tea with the kids. So, quite the busy week, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what is in here. So, we have the romanticy book. I'm so excited about this, actually, because I'm going to be starting a book from this author on next month, actually. This is tied in with the Legend of Thesma series. Somehow I think this is set like sometime after that series ends, so I do want to read that series first, and we're doing a buddy read. So I am looking forward. This is so different to the original. I wonder if the dust jacket will have the original cover on the reverse. This is so different. It's so pretty. I do think I prefer the original. I'm not gonna lie, this is nice, but I think I prefer the original. Okay, the original is like red and gold. It's signed by Helen. This is Iron and Embers, by the way, by Helen Shearer. And it's the Ashes of Thesma book 1. So I do want to read the Legend of Thesma series first, and then I'll get on to this one. This is very pretty though, and the end papers. And on the reverse, oh, that is pretty underneath, actually. I assume this colour will make... Oh, there's a bookmark in here too. I assume this colour scheme will make some sense. It's very different to the original cover, which we do have kind of original, but it's purple instead of red. I'm sure the normal is red. If I can get a picture of it, I'll show it here. But this one is purple. I may reverse this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is pretty, but I do prefer this. Kind of prefer this. So I may reverse this one, we'll see. But yeah, it's Iron and Embers. I don't know whether to read the synopsis or not, because I don't know if this is going to spoil the Legend of Thesma series, and I'm going to be actively reading it very soon. But from the author of the Legend of Thesma series, Iron and Embers is a breathtaking first installment in the epic fantasy romance trilogy, The Ashes of Thesma. Yeah, it doesn't give much away, and I don't really want to read the synopsis just in case, so... But I am excited about this one. So that is the Fairloot Romanticy book for February, so yay for that. And then in here, this has been sent to me by... I can't remember who the publisher is, actually. But this is for a second book in a series, and I didn't realise at the time when they emailed me about it that it was the second book in a series. So I think I'm going to have to get on to the third. I've got some black flower petals in here. Got more. Unless they've sent me the first one as well. Shit, I think they have. Oh my god, what is in here? There's petals and petals and petals. There's so many, they're all stuck in the bag. These have come from Hatchet, so thank you to them for sending me these. But we do have the first book in the series, which I haven't read yet, which is Young Gothic by M.A. Bennett. I believe this is like vampires, if I remember correctly. You've heard of Frankenstein's monster, you've heard of Dracula, but have you heard of Villa Diodati? 4 strangers are invited to spend an unforgettable summer at the birthplace of all things Gothic. The Villa Diodati is a beautiful isolated lakeside residence, but it hides a dark heart. Eve, Griffin, Hal and Wren are about to come face to face with their worst fears, deadly secrets and monsters that they thought only existed in their minds, and when one of the villa guests is found dead, each will become a suspect in a gruesome murder. It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime, but when the stuff of nightmares becomes their reality, will they make it out alive? This sounds absolutely fantastic. It sounds so good. Sign me up. And it's got like, how cool is that? It's a little bit damaged on the back, but regardless, it's floppy, so I don't care. So that is the first one, and then they've sent me a copy of the second one as well. You've heard of Jekyll and Hyde, you've heard of The Invisible Man, but have you heard of Bran Castle? So this one is The Monsters Have Come Out to Play, Children of the Night by M.A. Bennett. So this is the sequel, and what is... I've got a bookmark as well, oh, that I can use for both books. That is very, very cool. I like that, actually. So this is the sequel as well, and when does the sequel come out? It came out on the 13th of February, so that's exciting. It is middle grade, and I'm looking forward to reading these, actually. They sound really, really good, so I want to try and prioritise both of those at some point. But thank you to Hatchet/Welbeck, from the looks of things on the side, for sending me these. I truly appreciate it. As I mentioned, there was a whole bunch of black, I don't know how to show you these without them going everywhere and me having to pick them all up, but black like flower petals, struggles. There's also some black chocolate hearts, which is really cool because I currently have some pink and white ones here. So some black chocolate hearts, and also a biscuit to go with that says love sucks. I love that. Very excited. I'm definitely going to take an Instagram picture with these, but thank you very much to the publisher for sending me this. I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna have to prioritize that read at some point. It sounds really good, actually. I'm super in the mood for something like that, so that sounds really cool. But yeah, just thought I would open up with some book mail. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Thought I'd open up with some book mail, because why the heck not? And yeah, the book that I'm currently reading, actually, that's something else I need to tell you about. That's a thing that I do. The book that I'm currently reading is called On Love Rose Lane by Samantha Young. It's an arc, and I started it last night, so I'm sorry, I'm just looking for the synopsis because I don't know it off the top of my head. Now, I haven't read from Samantha Young before, but I know that she's done a lot of books, and especially a series called Dublin Street, which I haven't read yet, and I really want to go back and read now. So it is a steamy romance. It's a sports romance with an ambitious entrepreneur who's Beth Carmichael, and in the Dublin series we start off with book 1 following Beth's parents and how they met. So this is why I think this new series, Return to Dublin Street, will be following the kids of the people that we've read from, if you've read them, from Dublin Street. So I want to go back and read those books now because I'm actually super duper enjoying this. But we're also following meets her match in the grumpy football captain who moved to the apartment above hers, who is Callan Keane. So we've already started off with them two running into each other. It would appear that they've got some past back from when they were in school, and it's really interesting to kind of get those flashbacks. I'm really enjoying the banter between these two already. I love Beth. She's like a super strong-headed woman. You would need to be the kind of entrepreneur that she is. She does come from money. Her parents are rich, but she's made her own way and she's doing really well, and I absolutely love that in her, and I love the banter that she has back and forth with Callan, and I'm just really enjoying it so far. I'm having a very good time with it. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. It comes out on the 20th of Feb, so there is some time yet before it comes out. In fact, it will be out by the time this vlog goes up, but for me, there's some time before it comes out. I'm hoping once I've finished editing my literature video that I can continue on with this for the rest of the day. Fingers crossed. So I really need to get going because this has already been a really long intro to the video, and yeah, get on with some editing. So I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I'm just putting my shoes on. I'm about to go to work. I didn't update you yesterday because I was filming a Instagram controls my day video, which I did not finish filming. I got to about 5 o'clock and really needed to go for a lie down. So, and then all of my get up and go got up and went. So I didn't end up finishing that one, but I will do. I'm gonna, when I get home this evening, finish the book off so that I can wrap the video up, because it was mainly to read like the book more so, but I kind of made it like a cozy edition, so you know, it was a staying at home one. And then what have I been reading? On Love Rose Lane by Samantha Young, I have 25% to go, about 100 pages I think, of this book. I am loving this book, it's so good. It's my first Samantha Young, I think I've already said that, but I'm really enjoying it. And this, I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not, but it's Return to Dublin Street, I think. Essentially, she's done an entire series, I think it's 5 or 6 books, called Dublin Street. And this series now that she's moving into is following the kids of the couples that were in the original series. So a little bit like, I suppose, the new series that Elle Kennedy's done is following the kids of the original Off-Campus series. It's a little bit like that. So I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read the Dublin Street series, and I immediately, the minute I started reading this, I was like, I want to go back and read Dublin Street. So that's going to be a goal of mine, I think, to try and do that. If I could do that before the next one in this series comes out, that would be great, so that I'm aware of the characters moving forward. Because we do get a lot of spending time with the family and things like that, and Beth's family, and it's interesting to meet them all, but I have no backstory with these people, and I already kind of love some of them. I'm already super invested in some of them, so it would be interesting to go back and see how their stories unfold. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a very good time. We have had some miscommunication already with a bit of a breakup, and I'm interested to see what happens from here on out, if there's going to be a second breakup, like a third act breakup, or if they'll just work on their shit from here on out. I hope there's not any more miscommunication, but I am loving this so far, loving the writing style, loving the characters, loving the storyline, and it's making me want to pick up more by Samantha Young immediately. So I think this could be, is this the first author that a new to me author that I found this year? It could be. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I just wanted to come on and give you an update. So I would like to finish that today as well, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I do have work, so I might be, you know, my energy could be low later. And I do need to finish off the other book for the Instagram Controls My Day. That video will be up actually already. So I do need to finish Phantasma for that. But yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll move on to after I finish Love Rose Lane. I do have some books to complete some goals for the month, so maybe this will be a completing goals for the month type video. Love Rose Lane is an arc, so that completes that goal. Sorry for my face, I've just sneezed. So that would complete that goal, so maybe I'll do some more goal type reads this week. I do still need to read my non-fiction, my classic, my translated fiction, and another arc, I think. So we could make some moves on some of those goals this week. I think that's what we might do. I do have a stack upstairs, so I know what I want to read. But yeah, so far this week is going well as far as my reading is concerned, which is fantastic news because it's been going terribly recently. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go and get myself off to work before I'm late. So I will check back in with you when I have another update for you. With a timer on. My work computer plugged into my external screen. And me trying my damnedest not to go back to bed. It is Thursday and I need to get some work done. I am working from home today for my dad, and I am learning a new CAD program today. So this is going to be very taxing on the basis that I could use AutoCAD in my sleep. That is what my job was for about 10 years. So I can use it very easily, maneuver around the program very, very well, and put together a floor plan pretty quickly. I am learning a new CAD program today. A little bit nervous about this. Haven't learned a new CAD program since I was about 16. So in which I started to learn about AutoCAD. I was self-taught by the time I got to college. So actually, yeah, because I failed my first year at college. Shock. I know. I failed my first year at college, so I was a year behind when I got to uni. Everyone else was in 18. I was 19, so the more you learn. And yeah, I'm learning a new CAD program today. I don't really want to be doing this, but I do what I'm told as far as this job is concerned. So it is what it is. However, to make my day go a little bit easier, because I'm going to find this incredibly taxing and boring if I'm not careful, on the basis that I don't want to do it, I've made the decision to set a timer. So I've got a 55, my usual sprinting timer. I would do sprints if I could feasibly put all, like, both of my laptops on the screen on here, but I can't. So it's not possible to do that. But I have decided to set a timer. 55.5. So I'll do 55 minutes of learning this program, have a 5-minute break, and then I'm going to do 55 minutes of reading. I'm going to try and get my way through this for wrapping up the Instagram controls my day video, because I've still not finished that yet. I've got an hour and 20 minutes left of this. So I will then dive into this, then I will go back to the CAD program, and then I will go back to this, wrap this up, and for the rest of the time of that timer, I will then go, I've got Phantasma open on here. I started it on here and then just decided to continue on with the book because I was tabbing and annotating. The rest of the timer then will be spent with On Love Rose Lane. This comes out today, so I'd like to get a review up today. I actually need to take an Instagram picture for this as well. So I need to do that too. So I think that's what I'm going to do, just split my time between reading and doing this CAD program so that I can try and get through the day a little bit easier, because I'm going to find it incredibly boring and taxing otherwise, on the basis that it's something that I do not want to do. So that's going to be my plan for today. Hopefully I will get some stuff learned on the CAD, I will get some books finished. If I could finish both Phantasma and On Love Rose Lane today, that would be fantastic. If I could move on to something else, I will do. I was mentioning to you yesterday that I have some books for the goals that I want to achieve this month. So my goals as a whole generally are 2 arcs a month, which On Love Rose Lane is one of them. So I will have done that one. I do need to pick another arc, but I will be getting Sin With Me by Brooke Montgomery next week. So that will be my other arc. I also would like to read a classic every month. So the classic that I have chosen this month, I wanted something a little bit short, and Jade completely, like, she just literally said in sprints the other night, Winnie the Pooh, and I was like, I think I've read all of my Winnie the Pooh. Turns out I have not, so I'm going to be reading Once There Was a Bear. Double check with Goodreads. This is classed as a classic, even though it's a new release from Jane Riordan. It's not that new actually, but it's, you know, a new-ish release. So I will be reading that for the classic. Then I want to read a non-fiction every month, if at all possible. So I've decided to go for a comic this month, which is Quarantine Comics, and this is a memoir of life in lockdown, which I think will be really interesting. So although it is something just a little bit easier to get through and probably a little bit of a cheat, I don't have the time to be sitting down and trying to get through a longer non-fiction this month. So, you know, just trying to achieve the goals, if at all possible. So that was a non-fiction. Translated fiction, I have 2 options for this month. So for Buzzwordathon, I did have The Rainfall Market down, which I've actually read Watermoon for the Cityscape, but that would also count, which is the pattern one. But I also, you need to have like a water word in the title for actual Buzzwordathon. So originally I picked The Rainfall Market. Now Watermoon will obviously count, it's got the word water in it. However, this is now on my 25 books in 2025 because I did that as a combination of 12 books from 12 friends and Buzzwordathon plus 1 more book. So I am still committing to this. This is not non-fiction, translated fiction. So I will be committing to this one. But I also pulled out of my Patreon jar, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. So I will be reading this one as well. Joe did put this in my Patreon pot, so I will be reading this one too. And then Those are the goals for the month. So a classic, a non-fiction, translated fiction, 2 arcs are my goals for the month, and I will by the end of the month achieve those, hopefully, if I get through these books. And then the last one is just that I tend to do there is like these I'll show a picture of the graphic here, but these kind of for the month, they're Instagram graphics essentially for your stories. So they come with like 4 prompts for the month for books for you to pick and fulfill. So I had from Luke Over With Love on there, I can't remember what the prompts are specifically, but from Luke Over With Love on there, I had Phantasma on there, I will have Sin With Me on there, which I will be getting to. I've read from Luke Off With Love, and I'm currently making my way through Phantasma. Sin With Me I will be reading when it comes in. And then the last prompt was like shortest book on my TBR, and for me it was Crossroads by Laurel Hightower. So I also want to read this one. It will not take me long to get through this at all because it is incredibly short. It's a horror, and I think it's going, I've heard good things actually, so I'm hoping it's going to be a good time. 110 pages. So these are the other books that I'd like to kind of focus on this week, which is really nice actually, because it's kind of like a, you know, Diddy week. Diddy? I mean, they are Diddy. A novella week, short collection week, I don't know. They, you know, they're all relatively small, and I should be able to get through a handful of these. I'm definitely committing to the Quarantine Comics Once There Was a Bear and Crossroads this week, but I would like to get through at least one of the translated fics this week as well, but it's already Thursday, so I don't know how that's going to happen because Saturday is busy with going into Liverpool for a book event, and I don't know how long we'll actually stay in Liverpool because Andy is coming with me, not to the book event but to Liverpool. And then on Sunday my family's coming round for tea. I'm not sure what time yet, but they are coming round, and so they will be around for a few hours. I do have tomorrow kind of free to do what I want. I do need to edit, I will need to edit the Instagram Controls My Day video though, so I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow, maybe a bit of reading, we'll see. So yeah, those are, I just wanted to mention them really quickly. Those are some of the other options for my goals, not options for my goals. They're what I'm reading for my goals, but they're options for me to read this week. So we'll see what I manage to get through this week. But yeah, I'm aiming to try and get through Phantasma and On Love Rose Lane for today, along with doing some of this CAD work. So I need to get on with it because otherwise I'm just gonna yap all day. And my throat really hurts, so let's go. All right, I'm back. It's later on in the day now, it's probably about 5:30, it might even be a bit later than that. I have just finished Phantasma for the Instagram Controls My Day video. So I've now got 3 videos filmed that I need to edit at some point. But I finished this, which is great news. If you want my full thoughts and feelings on this, please do go and check that video out because it will be up before this one. It's the Instagram Chooses My Day video. Instagram Controls My Day video. I liked filming that. I want to do more of those, to be honest. I just struggle with knowing what to let people control if I'm spending the day at home and I'm not actively going out. Maybe I should only do them on days where I'm actively going out and there's things I've got to do, you know, where I'm already doing chores, and there are things within those chores that mean that I can let Instagram control, you know, what books I'm picking up or what shops I'm going in or whatever, things like that. I don't know, we'll see. But I just wanted to come on and update you on my day and say that I have finished this. I now need to go downstairs, try and get myself through the last 20% of On Love Rose Lane by Samantha Young. The release date is today and I wanted to have my review for it up today. So I've got my picture ready to go, but it may end up being delayed and have to be posted tomorrow instead if I don't quite get that finished this evening. So I've got maybe 2 hours before Andy gets home from work, so I'm going to try and get that finished. I've got about 25% left to go, so I need to get Shufti on and get that done. But I will check back in with you when I've got that finished, and I'll let you know what I'm deciding to pick up again. No, I will let you know what I'm deciding to pick up afterwards from the stack of goals. Struggles.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house. I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye to.
Hellos, it is Saturday and it's about 4 p.m. and I have been to the book event this morning. That book event in Liverpool, it was good. It started at 11, it was supposed to finish at 3. Was it 3 or 2? I can't remember. I managed about 40 minutes. It was incredibly busy, which obviously I'm super happy for Happily Ever After Bookshop, because it's been such a good event for them. But it was the layout of the room and how busy it was and how warm it was. I couldn't function. My brain entirely shut down. I was completely overwhelmed and I just really struggled with it, unfortunately. So I lasted about 40 minutes. Andy had driven me into Liverpool and he was waiting in a Costa around the corner. So he was very surprised when he got a call from me after 40 minutes to say, "Are you still in Costa? I'm coming back." So anyway, otherwise it was okay and I had a good time. I was just very anxious. It was very clear everyone else appeared to have gone with somebody else, and I don't know, I just found myself really anxious. So I did get a couple of bits. I pre-ordered some stuff before I went to the event from one of the small businesses that was going, and then did buy a couple more things from her. So I did pre-order this Silly Goose TBR jar that says "Read Your Books, Silly Goose," which I thought was really, really cute. And then I also ordered this drinks glass as well that says "Swearing is my love language," which I thought was adorable and has cherries on the back. So those are the things that I did pre-order from her. And then I also ended up with a couple of stickers that came with my pre-order, and then a couple of bookmarks and this squidgy widge. Because I'm a child and I couldn't help myself, so I picked up one of those squidgy widges. And then I did also get a couple of these bookmarks as well. I will leave a link to the Reading Vault in the description box down below if you want to check her out. She is on Instagram, and I think she's on Etsy as well, so I do think you can get your hands on these things. But yeah, I did get these bookmarks, some of my favourite tropes: Best Friend's Brother, Slow Burn Romance, and also Cowboy Romance. Speaking of, I have started a book that both of these, actually all of these, fit for, which is fantastic. It's an arc and I'll tell you about it in a minute. And then the stickers that I did get for free as part of my pre-order were these cuties. A little capybara, is that what that is? Capybara? A little scooter, and this cute little thing as well. So they were very cute. Then I did get a couple of books from a couple of authors. So the first book that I did get was from Claire Ivy, and it is Slow Burn, which comes in this cute little bag, which I thought was absolutely adorable. So let me just get, because I got some extra bits with this too. So I did get some stickers. I did get a sticker of the cupcake shop that's featured in the book. I did get a sticker of a fire engine, and then this is like it's on the side of the book. And then I also got a couple of bookmarks from Claire Ivy as well, which are very cute. And the book in question is Slow Burn, which I think is a firefighter romance with maybe a baker as well. I'm Scott's Ashley Madden, and I'm a lot of things: a son, a brother, a nephew and an uncle. I'm a hockey player, a goalie, a defender and a protector. I'm a firefighter, stoic, loyal, brave. From the outside I fear nothing. I'm also a best friend, hockey player and a firefighter. Best friend to a smart, talented pastry chef who also happens to be insanely beautiful. Jenna Ashley McCall has been the keeper of my heart for as long as I can remember, and this little baker is more tempting than the treats she creates, but I can't allow myself to have her even though I know she's the love of my life. My family thinks I'm dumb for not seeing what's right there in front of me. What they don't know is I've been staring the whole damn time. After I make a huge mistake though, it's now or never. I just hope I still have a chance. Actually sounds so sweet. And Claire did personalise and sign it for me, so thank you, Claire. It was lovely to meet you. So I picked that one up. I kind of had my eye on this from day dot. To be perfectly honest, I've been wanting to read it for a while. It is on Kindle Unlimited, but I like to support indie authors where I can, and if I had unlimited funds and also the lack of anxiety and overwhelm to have done so, I'd have bought a book from every author there, but I didn't have the funds nor the patience to do so. My apologies. Then another author that I did see was Lucy Harper, and I got one of her books. She did give me a free little sticker, so I picked the Emotional Support Kindle sticker, and then again a couple more bookmarks from her, which are very, very cute. And then she did have a different cover for this one, and I missed it. By one book I missed it, and I'm a little bit gutted, but this cover is cute. I have always said that I do like the real people covers for indie books, so I don't mind this one, but the other one was like an illustrated cover. So this is You're It by Lucy Harper. I don't know anything about this. Oh, it looks like Best Friends to Lovers again. I have a type, clearly. My best friend isn't off limits anymore, and he wants one thing, me. Jamie and I have been playing an endless epic game of tag since we were kids, complete with full-scale pranks and public embarrassment. Now that we're both moving back to our hometown, I'm excited to make my next move. We've danced around one another forever, dating other people to preserve our friendship, but I accidentally tagged him during the worst possible moment, and now we're both single. And more time we spend together, the more I start to feel like Jamie's never been just a friend. He's my everything, and that terrifies me. Plus, I'm running my family's bookstore now, cute, and I'm not prepared for how tough it is during a harbour view winter. Even though I've relied on Jamie to solve all my problems in the past, I want to prove to myself I don't need anyone to save me. But am I brave enough to give him my heart for good? Ooh, it sounds cute. And I know there's a second one in this series as well, so I'm looking forward to diving into Harper View. And Lucy also signed this one for me too, and she also had one of her illustrated editions of this for us to sign, because it was her first ever book tour thing, like book event, which was really, really cute. So I did get the chance to sign that as well, which is very sweet. So I loved that. So again, Lucy, thank you very much. If you for some wild reason end up watching this, thank you very much. So yeah, those are the bits that I got from the book event, and then I came back and I did have book mail, and this is from Del Rey, so thank you to them for sending me this. But I got a tote for A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, which if you remember correctly is one of my favourite books from last year. And on the back it says, I wanted you the moment I first set eyes on you. I wanted you in Faltinder. My apologies. I want you now and tomorrow and all the tomorrows, Freya. I loved this book, and this is the paperback copy of this book. It does come out on the 27th of February, which I think will be before this video goes up, if I remember correctly, on my dates on when videos are going up. So this might already be out, but if you wanted the paperback, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. Did I need a fourth copy of this? No. Was I gonna say no to this when I was offered the chance to get a copy though? Also no. This is super pretty and I'm obsessed. So yeah, thank you to Del Rey for sending me this one, and to Aoife as well, who works at Del Rey, for always being my light on my dark days, sending me goodies from you guys. So yeah, shout out to them for sending me that. Very exciting indeed. So those are the bits that I just wanted to share with you. The book that I am currently reading is Riding the High by Paisley Hope. It comes out in May at some point, and I did get an arc of it. So I'm still waiting on my arc for Sin With Me by Brooke Montgomery to come in. So I was laying in bed the other night after I'd finished on Love Rose Lane, and I was like, what do I pick up next? And I've just been wanting to dive into this since it came in, so I ended up diving into that. I was supposed to be picking up some of the books that I do need to get to complete some goals for the month, like my translated fiction and my non-fiction and my classic, but I haven't touched any of them yet. So I don't know if this is going to happen if that's going to happen in this vlog, or I'm going to have to try and cram it into next week's vlog before the month ends. we'll have to see what happens with that. This could just end up being a reading vlog, a weekly vlog of On Love Rose Lane. I also finished Phantasma this week, but it wasn't a different vlog. And then getting as far as I can with Riding High. I don't know, we'll see. Because I don't know how much more reading time I'm going to get this weekend. We'll have to see tomorrow. But yeah, I've been working. I worked late last night. I worked till about 2 o'clock this morning last night, trying to edit some videos because I had a migraine yesterday. Well, it was trying to become a migraine. It was a very bad headache and it was on the cusp of being a migraine. Just trying to avoid that all day, and then felt a little bit better in the evening. Standard. So about 9:30 I came up to my office to get some work done. Worked till about 2ish and got a couple of videos edited, which is great because I started to have a backlog of vlogs, which is not like me at all. And then I've just, once I got back from the event this afternoon, I came back up to edit another video, which I've just finished as well. So I'm up to date with all my editing, which is great, other than this video. So yeah, I managed to get quite a bit of work done, just not too much reading. Andy is taking his mum out this evening. She's going out for some drinks with the girls. So I think I'm gonna go with him to drop her off. Just to, again, get back out of the house again this evening. I should probably use that time to get some reading done, but alas, I would rather go out, which, you know, is great considering I got so overwhelmed this morning. And then tomorrow, we don't have anything set in stone. Liverpool are playing in the afternoon, so we might end up watching that, but other than that, we've nothing set in stone. So I may get some reading done tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, just have to see what goes on with this. I'm obsessed with this squidgy-widge. I think it's hilarious. I saw it on the desk, on her desk, and I was like, I can't not get it. There's even like a hole in the bottom. I don't know if that's just like so you can stick it on top of your pen or something. Let's find out. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I better make sure Thomas doesn't see that though, because one, he will not understand what it is, but he will try and steal it to put on top of his pens. Just because he'll think it's really funny to put on his pen. So anyway, that was a really long update to let you know everything that I got at the event, how the event went, and then the book mail that's come in since. Oh, my copy of Call Me No. First Time Caller. I want to keep calling it Call Me Maybe. That's an entirely different book by an entirely different author. First Time Caller came in from Afterlight. Let's show you that. I just ended up popping it straight on my shelf. So in a way, I'm kind of glad that they haven't faffed with this. I've got to be honest. I feel like they could have done a reversible dust jacket, but I'm kind of glad they've not faffed with it because it's really nice. I did get the Works edition just in case they did faff with the cover. However, the edges are really nice and entirely different to the Works edges, which is really, really cool. And then on the inside, we have end papers, and underneath the dust jacket is absolutely stunning. I just love it. It's so pretty. And then the other end papers as well are different too. And I'm obsessed. I do want to reread this very, very soon via the audiobook. I really want to see what decisions were made by the publisher with the audiobook, because I think that this could be a fantastic audiobook if there was duet narration. So I'm really hoping that that decision was made. Signed by BK Borison as well, with a Dear Reader letter as well, which I'm excited to read too. So yeah, that's why I'm confused. Fuck's sake. That's why I'm confused, because the theme for the month is Call Me Maybe, but the book title is First Time Caller. This is why I've been confused. I was putting this book in my tracker for my hauled books for the month, and I kept typing Call Me Maybe and then got confused because I hadn't written it in for the Works edition, and then I was like, wait, the book's called First Time Caller, you dumb fuck. That's why I'm confused. Anyway, I'm glad I know now why I'm confused at where Call Me Maybe has come from. Anywho, that also came in, so yeah, I just thought I would show you that too. It's very pretty. So I'm gonna go now because yeah, I'm gonna go. It's like 4:15. Yeah, 4:15. And we will be going out for about 5ish, I think. Unless we're going out earlier than that and have to be at his mum's for 5ish, in which case we'll be going out very, very soon. So I will check back in with you and have another update for you, hopefully with some reading. Hello, it is Monday morning and I'm here to wrap this vlog up. I did manage to get a little bit of reading done yesterday. I didn't do any on Sunday, but I did manage, sorry, on Saturday, but I did manage to get a little bit done yesterday, which is good news. So I managed to finish another 2 books, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, but we might as well run through exactly what I read this week. So I did read Phantasma this week, but it was in the Instagram Controls My Day video. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that, that's the book I end up reading in that video. But it was during this week, so I did just want to mention it very quickly. I'm not going to give you any thoughts on this whatsoever in this video, but I wanted to mention that I did also read this, because otherwise it makes me feel like I got nothing read this week if I'm not careful. So I did read that this week. I also read On Love Rose Lane by Samantha Young, which was an arc, and it is a football player and content creator romance, second chance, friends to lovers, and it was really sweet and I absolutely loved it. It is the first in the On Return to Dublin Street series, and I do want to read the On Dublin Street series now. I want to go back and immediately read that one before the next one in this series comes out, but I loved it. I ended up giving it 5 stars. It was absolutely fantastic and I absolutely loved it. So it was a good book. Then I did start Riding the High by Paisley Hope. I got 16% in. I haven't moved any further with that book because another book came in last night that I needed to prioritise, and I'll tell you about it in a second. And then yesterday I did manage to read Once There Was a Bear by Jane Riordan. This is for my classic prompt for the month, so I try to read a classic every month. If you Goodreads this, it does come up with that it being a classic, even though it was a 2021 release. Winnie the Pooh in general is classed as a classic. I liked this, it was good. It's not one of my favourites from this author, but I liked it nonetheless, and I did give it 4 stars. I do love that we get to return to 100 Acre Wood and to Winnie the Pooh and his friends and get some more stories from them, some newer stories from them. So yeah, 4 stars for this one, and this completes the classic prompt. And then I did also pick up Quarantine Comics by Rachel Smith. This was really interesting. I did give this one 4 stars, and it's essentially Rachel's memoir of her time during COVID. She was separated from her partner because he lived elsewhere out of town, and she lived with her roommate, flatmate, essentially Ian. Fairly certain Ian was her flatmate. Anyway, it gives you a rundown of the characters in the front. Yeah, Ian is Rachel's housemate. Rob is her boyfriend. She's got Rufus, who is her cat BFF. Heather, who's her other best friend, human best friend. And then there's Barky, who's an imaginary dog. He represents Rachel's depression and pessimism, tells Rachel to do stupid things, kind of a dick, shut up Barky. And then Friendly, who's also an imaginary dog. She presents Rachel's common sense and optimism, tells Rachel good and useful things. Yay, Friendly. And it was really interesting to kind of see this, because obviously she's separated from her partner. She's already struggling with anxiety a little bit, and then as a lot of people did, they've really struggled during that time when we were in lockdown with depression. And it was really interesting. I did see a lot of myself within this, and it was a really good read and I really liked it. So I did read this one for the non-fiction prompt for the month as well. Kind of a cheat a little bit, I know, because it's a comic, but alas, I don't care. It is what it is. I did like that every now and then as well, because it is in black and white and it is like actual comic strips, but I did like that every now and then she would do a colourful one. So this is one with Rachel, with Barky, and also Friendly, which I just thought was really good. And I thought the representation of Barky in here was done really well as well. It was nice to kind of see. There's another full colour one of Kitty. So yeah, I liked this one. I gave it 4 stars. And then the other book that I have started this week is Sin With Me by Brooke Montgomery, and it is the 5th and final book in the Sugarland Creek series. It came in yesterday. My art copy came in yesterday, and it comes out on the 27th, I think. And before this video goes up, and I wanted to prioritise it. So last night I went to bed at 8 o'clock and I wanted to see how far I could get through this before I went to sleep. I ended up staying up way later than I anticipated. I stayed up till midnight and got 247 pages. I did pretty well, about 60 pages an hour-ish. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one so far. I don't want to go into too much detail with it because I'm obviously not finishing it in this vlog. I will finish it in the next video. So, but this is a cowboy romance. It is friends to lovers, and she is his twin brother's ex-girlfriend. Oh yeah. And they get married in Vegas. Oh yeah. And I'm really enjoying it so far. Very good representation of depression in here, and also anxiety. I will say, be careful picking this one up. Out of all of them, I think this one has the biggest content warnings in it. There is some content warnings for self-harm and stuff in this one, so do be wary if you are going into this one. You've been reading the series. If you've been reading the series, you will know what's to come anyway in general, but if you're starting with this one, just be really careful with it, because of, just make sure you read the list of content warnings. But yeah, otherwise I'm really enjoying it so far. You will see me finish that in the next vlog, hopefully riding the high as well. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but fingers crossed it does, because I want to go straight back into that one. I obviously had to stop reading that one. I can't read that one and this one in tandem. They're both cowboy romances. That's not going to work out well for me, so I prioritize this one because I do have a commitment for a review for this one, whereas riding the high I kind of do, but it doesn't come out until May. I'm just very excited. So yeah, check out the next vlog if you want to hear my full thoughts on that one. I hate to do that. This is why I like to wrap up my books in vlogs, but sometimes in one vlog, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So my apologies. You know, come back, you'll find out my full thoughts. I'm enjoying it so far. That is my thoughts so far. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below. I feel like this has been a little bit of a messy vlog. I don't know. I feel like I've been a little bit all over the place in this video. Maybe I've not. I haven't edited it yet, so I don't know. I don't know if there was anything else I needed to tell you either. I can't remember. But you got to see me go to a book event in this one. I mean, I was an anxious bean for the whole thing, but I did go to a book event in this one, and I had fun-ish. I have another one this evening, so the next vlog will also have a book event in it. It's for one author this time though, instead of 16 indie authors. So that shouldn't be as overwhelming, hopefully. But yeah, if you wanted something else to look forward to other than my review of Sim With Me and potentially riding the high, I'm also going to a book event in the next vlog as well, so if you wanted to check that out, feel free to do so. But I'm gonna go because I need to get that next vlog started and get this vlog edited today. I also want to try and get some reading done today, and as I say, I'm going to an event this evening, so I do need to get ready for that too. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. As I said, chat to me in the comments down below. Have you read any of these books? Have you got any book events that you're going to this year? Let me know in the comments down below. I've just noticed I haven't got my rings on. We've not had a falling out. I still love him dearly. He loves me too. I've had a shower. I've still not finished putting my face my what is this called, moisturizer on, so I need to do that. And when I shower, I take my rings off, and I've forgotten to put them on. Honestly, it's a pain in the ass. I just noticed it, and I thought, I wonder if anyone else will notice it. No, we're fine. I just had a shower, that's it. No tea here, just a hot shower. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.